Hey there, I'm Red. Today I'll be reading some r/entitled parents. Hope you enjoy. Daughter was 6 hours late to interview. Entitled mother yells at me for making her cry. So, I'm a 20-year-old woman and I'm a dog groomer. Been one for almost 5 years. The big thing is dog grooming is reputation, quality, and time management. Yesterday we were expecting a girl to come in at 10 to try out as a dog groomer. She was promising, 23 or 25 years old, worked as a dog groomer at other places. She didn't show till 4:30. No call, nothing. She apparently had a hair appointment and friends from out of town came in, so they got their nails done. She asked if she could groom now. I said no. I don't think so. When she pressed, I said I might be a jerk for saying this. We don't want or need you. There's no need to reschedule your tryout. I went back to get my last 2 dogs done. Apparently she cried and I was starting to feel bad. Now, entitled mother time. Her mother came in this morning demanding we give her a second chance. I told her, your daughter was 6.5 hours late. That's not something that works in dog grooming. The entitled mother replied, she was with friends. I think someone your age would understand that. Me. No one there's a job interview. She didn't call or anything. At this point I was ticked and over it. I have 5 dogs to get done. She said, well, there was no reason to make her cry. I said I disagree and got back to work. Apparently she stayed up there and demanded we give her another shot. As head dog groomer, I said not gonna happen. She left eventually, saying her daughter was too good for us. 6.5 hours late. I once had someone turn up for an interview 15 minutes late and hadn't called or anything, didn't apologize when she came in. I did not hire her. Okay, our last story. My entitled mother was afraid of doctors and I nearly died from a muscle cramp. My mother, the entitled mother of our tale, grew up in a household that didn't believe in doctors or going to the hospital. This translated to an irrational fear of hospitals for my entitled mother. At the time of this story, I was 14, in high school, and about to have a very bad day. I should start by saying that my entitled mother lives exactly 1 mile away from the closest emergency room. Also, my siblings and father were out of town for a competition that weekend. I didn't feel like going to another cheerleading competition, so I stayed home. I get home from school on a Friday around 4 p.m. and call entitled mother to tell her that I don't feel good and I think I need to see a doctor. Entitled mother says that she has a 1-hour workout with her personal trainer who happens to train the whole family for our sports teams. Entitled mother tells me that she will come home right after and take me to the pediatrician. At 4:40 p.m. I call entitled mother saying that something is seriously wrong with me and I really think I need to go to the hospital. She tells me that personal trainer had just had a cancellation and she is staying for another hour, then she will take me to the doctor. 5:10 p.m. I call entitled mother and beg her to come home because I'm in a lot of pain and feel terrible. She gives the phone over to personal trainer who says, I kid you not. It sounds like a muscle cramp from our workout last week. You'll be fine, buddy. She says she will call our friendly neighbor across the street to check on me. 10 minutes later, I hear friendly neighbor walk in through the door and come to my room to check me out. I'm on the floor because I fell after going to the bathroom and couldn't get up. She helps me into bed and immediately calls entitled mother. Convo goes like this. Hey, entitled mother, I think you need to get here, ASAP. Your son is white as a sheet and is sweating bullets. Also, he's in so much pain he can barely move. Entitled mother. Oh, I'm sure he's fine. Probably just overreacting from a muscle cramp like personal trainer says. This isn't just a muscle cramp. He needs to see a doctor. I can put him in my car and meet you at the hospital. No need for that. I'll finish up here and head home to take him to the doctor. Click. 5:45 p.m. Friendly neighbor calls entitled mother again, and entitled mother says she's in changing room and be home in 10 minutes. The gym is pretty close. 6:20 p.m. Entitled mother finally gets home. Friendly neighbor tells her what I've been going through and says I need to go to the ER. Entitled mother says she's taking me to our pediatrician. Entitled mother does take me to see our pediatrician, who also runs a pediatric ER. The problem is that the doctor's office is 25 minutes drive away with zero traffic, and we are at the end of rush hour. 7:15ish p.m. We get to the pediatric ER, and they immediately take me to the back to see what's wrong. Turns out I have an acute appendicitis and it's close to bursting, so they need to send me over to the hospital 1 mile from my house to get it removed. The entire time, my entitled mother is murmuring about needing to get ready for a trial the next day. She's a divorce lawyer. And how I'll probably be fine and just need to sleep it off. Then there comes a moment when entitled mother is out of the room, but I have a doctor and nurse in the room alone with me. I tell them the whole story about how I've been trying to get her to take me to the ER since 4, how we only live a mile away from the hospital they wanted to send me, but entitled mother decided to go here because she hates big hospitals. The doctor didn't really believe me until I told him to MapQuest, old school I know, my address relative to the hospital. I managed to convince them to call for an ambulance to transport me to the hospital to make sure I got there. After my surgery, the nurse told me that my appendix burst as they begun the surgery, so they had to be quick. To this day, I still tease personal trainer every time I see him by grabbing my side and saying, I think I have a muscle cramp. I've never heard him use those words together since. That's actually really sad. The mother got so scared and was so caught up in her own anxieties that she couldn't take care of her child. It could have gone so wrong. I hope you like those r/entitled parents stories. Read by me, Red. If you did, or even if you didn't, I'd really appreciate it if you could like this video, and I'd love it if you could subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much. Have a great day.